Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. If you're watching this video, go ahead and drop a like and go ahead and sub to the channel as well, guys. We are very close to reaching 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so go ahead and hit that sub button for me. So in today's video, we'll actually be discussing Breon Ansley. Now, with Breon just placing 4th at the Arnold Classic in the Classic Physique division, behind Terrence, Ramon, and Urs Kalasinski, a lot of people thought it was arguable between him and Urs, but with Breon being a former Mr. Olympia in the Classic Physique division, a lot of people think he should either move up to the 212 division or Breon should retire. So here we're going to take a look at actually Breon at the Mr. Olympia versus the Arnold Classic. And guys, the packages are actually extremely similar. Breon actually almost brought the same exact package. And I also share with you guys my thoughts about should Breon stay in Classic, retire, or move to 212 as well. So in a recent interview that Dennis James did with Chris Cormier, who is the coach of Breon Ansley, Chris Cormier actually said Breon looks the best at 195 and Breon has to compete at 180. So Chris said Breon can hop on stage and is in condition at 195. So Breon has to basically lose 15 pounds of muscle just to fit into this weight cap. And as you guys can see here, I mean, other than the tan and Breon looking a little fresher, these packages are very identical. Breon does have a slight tilt in his waist that makes the Olympia package look a little better, however. But as I was saying, Breon has to lose 15 pounds just to make it into this weight cap and pretty much has to suffer. And I talked a lot about Breon's legs look kind of small from the front. I don't even think it's because of his age, because, you know, Breon is in his 40s. I honestly believe that that's where most of the weight comes out from when Breon has to make this weight cap. Now, me personally, I believe Breon is a classic bodybuilder. I don't think he is a 212 bodybuilder. The same with Terrence Ruffin. I believe both of those guys are classic physique athletes, and I could not see them in a 212 division, especially with Breon at his age. I highly doubt that he would want to put on that much muscle and compete in the 212 division. But once again, guys, take a look at the similarities. He definitely had a better tan and looked a little more fresh at the Mr. Olympia, but everything honestly looks pretty much the same, guys. Same conditioning, same detail. Breon very extremely consistent. And I'm glad that he didn't do this tilted waist that he did at the Olympia. I think this was a little bit too tilted. But as you guys can see at the Arnold Classic, Breon's waist looks a little thicker. Not sure if he had an injury. Not sure if his lats are down some, but that's maybe why he was tilting his waist at the Olympia to look more aesthetic. But these packages are extremely similar, guys. A lot of people say that Breon slipped at the Arnold, but once again, outside of the tan and just overall looking fresh, Breon looked very tired on stage at this Arnold Classic. But he did have to lose 15 pounds to hit the weight cap. But you guys should know by now, Breon is my favorite pro, my favorite physique in bodybuilding today as a whole. And I definitely would love to see him stay in the Classic Physique division, which I think that he will do. Breon has definitely managed to constantly improve within his division. But man, it's just so rough knowing that a guy has to lose 15 pounds of muscle just to make it into this division. And he's still, you know, he's not at his best. And, you know, he's placing 4th at the Arnold Classic going through all this struggle. But Breon is still, you know, pushing on, taking it on the chin, because he still knows that he can bring 100%. I definitely like the package from the Olympia better. Once again, he just looked a little more fresh, looked very tired at the Arnold Classic. You know, maybe those back-to-back preps and having to lose so much muscle is really getting to Breon. But hopefully, I'm pretty sure he's going to stay in the Classic Physique division, but I don't think Breon will be able to capture the title in this division. I believe that Breon could stay in the Classic Physique division and be in the top 5 probably for a while, but I just don't think this is the physique that they want to represent the entire division. And I mostly think Classic Physique seems to be tending towards bigger quads and a great hamstring glute tie-in. That's just what I've been looking at. You know, we got Chris Bumstead that kind of meets their criteria, Terrence Ruffin, and Urs Kalasinski. So I believe Breon can be a high placer, but I just don't believe that Breon's physique with the kind of smaller legs is what they want to be the face of Classic Physique. I also believe that's why Peter Molnar doesn't place better at shows as well, because his legs, believe that he probably loses some size from his legs when he dies down some. But here, guys, he looks a lot better at the Mr. Olympia. That waist tilt definitely makes a difference. And to me, this 2021 Mr. Olympia was the best Breon to date. And he's in his 40s, constantly improving. So could Breon bring a better package to this year's Mr. Olympia and possibly win? Of course, I would love for Breon to win the title, but the way that his legs look and have been looking lately, I don't think that that's the look that they want to hold that title in the classic physique division. Now, that's just my personal opinion. I would love to see Breon win the title, but it's seeming like a great lower body is almost becoming required in this division. I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. Let me know in the comment section below. What are you guys' thoughts on Breon Ansley? Like, sub to the channel, man. It's free. We're almost at 1,000 subs. I'm out.